city starts to transform. I am stepping out into the center of the storm, wearing neon colors that glow completely bright, searching for the ultimate sonic appetite. The underground bunker is hidden out of view, only accessible to the chosen lucky few. Elevator descending into the basement deep, where the nocturnal creatures refuse to go to sleep.
Sound system operator plugging in the thick cables, wiping down the surface of the dual turntables. Amplifier tubes glow in a dangerous hot red, preparing to unleash the thunder in your head.
Testing the microphone, saying check 1 and 2, sending massive shockwaves directly into you. The concrete foundation is beginning to crack. Once you feel the pressure, you can never go back. Dial up the frequency, maximize the gain. Let the heavy audio wash away the brain. Physical sensation taking over every nerve. We are heading straight into a dangerous curve. We need the bass tonight, rattling the chest, putting the subwoofers to the ultimate test. Lower than the ocean, deeper than the sea, this is the pinnacle of acoustic mastery. Bass tonight, vibrating through the bone, entering a completely alternate zone.
Seismic activity registering off the charts, synchronizing perfectly with our beating hearts. The needle hits the groove, a microscopic spark, igniting an explosion in the completely dark.
Rivals try to clash, but their speakers are too weak. They cannot comprehend the language that we speak, dominating thoroughly the auditory space, wiping every challenger completely from the place. Laser beams cutting through the artificial fog, living like a shadow in a digital catalog. My pulse is dictated by the master engineer. The outside world completely disappears. Subharmonic frequencies massaging my spine, crossing over the designated safety lines, surrendering my body to the overwhelming force, letting the vibration take its natural course. Dial up the frequency, maximize the gain. Let the heavy audio wash away the brain. Physical sensation taking tearing the blank pages from the unwritten diary. My psychological state is incredibly fiery, refusing to politely smile for the high society, embracing my wonderfully complex notoriety. They tried to lock me inside a golden bird cage, but I easily escaped from the theatrical stage, running barefoot through the untamed wilderness, leaving behind the polite, expected tenderness.
A lone wolf howling at the midnight lunar phase, rejecting the incredibly boring, predictable maze, trusting the internal compass, ignoring the map, dodging the clever, manipulative societal trap, writing my own definitive, spectacular destiny, refusing to participate in the fake festivity, hunting for the absolute, terrifying truth, preserving the rebellious nature of my youth.
Swimming vigorously against the mainstream current, becoming a powerful, undeniable deterrent, unapologetic, fierce and dangerously proud, standing out visibly from the brainwashed crowd, possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart, pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence.
Crossing the strictly forbidden geographical borders, disobeying the hypocritical, ridiculous orders. My pulse is dictated by instinct, not by a clock, breaking the incredibly heavy psychological lock, walking the completely complicated, risky path, enduring the jealous, unpredictable bitter wrath. I am the captain of this incredibly fragile ship, refusing to ever lose my determined tight grip.
Throwing away the expected, boring blueprint, leaving a totally unique, unforgettable fingerprint, painting entirely outside the designated lines, ignoring the confusing, contradictory signs. The armor I wear is forged from pure defiance, operating without any corporate fake alliance, finding immense joy inside the beautiful chaos, regardless of the potential temporary loss. Swimming vigorously against the mainstream current, becoming a powerful, undeniable deterrent, unapologetic, fierce and dangerously proud, standing out visibly from the brainwashed crowd, possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restrictive traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart, pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence. Do not try to tame the wild roaming beast. We are starving at the superficial fake feast. Freedom is a highly expensive, necessary cost, but those who wander are never truly lost. Untamed, unchained, no rules, just instinct. Possessing a magnificent, untamed rebel heart, tearing the restricted traditional rules apart, a rogue spirit refusing to ever settle down, the most dangerous outcast in the entire town. Rebel heart, pumping with fierce independence, fighting back against the authoritative sentence. Beat strong, never conform, stay wild, forever roll. pastel colors painting the expansive evening sky, watching the chaotic, busy afternoon gracefully die, sitting peacefully upon the weathered wooden stoop, eating a warm bowl of my grandmother's hearty soup. The oppressive ultraviolet rays finally begin to fade, offering the neighborhood a much-needed cooling shade. Silhouettes elongating across the cracked pavement, enjoying this beautiful, tranquil urban arrangements.
Packing up the folding chairs from the front lawn, waiting for the spectacular twilight to be drawn. The work boots are removed, resting by the door. Nobody is demanding anything incredibly stressful anymore.
The breeze carries the scent of the blooming jasmine, washing away the exhaustion of where we have been. Neighbors waving politely from their open window frames, forgetting the competitive, exhausting daily games. Daytime surrenders beautifully to the incoming dusk, leaving behind the complicated, heavy daytime husky. Horizon swallows the massive, glowing orange sphere, replacing the anxiety with a comfortable atmosphere. Relaxing quietly upon the peaceful sunset block, ignoring the aggressive ticking of the stressful clock. A magnificent transition from the light into the dark, finding a sanctuary right outside the local park. Sunset block, where the weary souls finally rest, feeling overwhelmingly, profoundly, safely blessed.
Fireflies beginning to blink in the overgrown grass, watching the occasional slow-moving vehicle pass. The tempo of the street drops to a comfortable crawl, answering the gentle nocturnal melodic call. I strum the acoustic strings with the delicate touch, because right now we do not really need very much. The temperature drops, bringing the magnificent chill. Everything around me is exceptionally beautifully still.
Street lights bathing the avenue in an amber hue, a magical moment shared exclusively between us two. The stray cats curling up beside the grocery store. The chaotic city traffic is a distant, muted roar. I rest my tired head against your comfortable shoulder, feeling completely secure as the evening gets colder. The specific hour is a magnificent visual poetry, a spectacular display of neighborhood symmetry. Daytime surrenders beautifully to the incoming dusk, leaving behind the complicated, heavy daytime husk. The horizon swallows the massive, glowing orange sphere, replacing the anxiety with a comfortable atmosphere. Relaxing quietly upon the peaceful sunset block, ignoring the aggressive ticking of the stressful clock. A magnificent transition from the light into the dark, finding a sanctuary right outside the local park. Sunset block, where the weary souls finally rest, feeling overwhelmingly, profoundly, safely blessed. Let the twilight wrap us in a comforting, soft blanket. We are incredibly grateful, and we sincerely thank it. The stars begin to poke through the indigo ceiling, amplifying this wonderful, affectionate feeling. Sun goes down, shadows stretch, quiet evening, rest your eyes. Relaxing quietly upon the peaceful sunset block, ignoring the aggressive ticking of the stressful clock. A magnificent transition from the light into the dark, finding a sanctuary right outside the local park. Sunset block, where the weary souls finally rest, feeling overwhelmingly, profoundly, safely blessed. Good night, Avenue. Sleep well. The stars are out. Peaceful block. ahead in a spectacular parade. Orchids blooming vividly upon the ancient vines, where the sparkling holy river beautifully intertwines. Walking softly across the mossy emerald floor, leaving the Babylon destruction outside the door. Inhaling the fragrance of the blooming hibiscus, forgiving the enemies who once deeply dismissed us.
Fly and resting peacefully beside the gentle lamb, breaking the heavy chains of the deceptive wicked scam. Reading the ancient scriptures beneath the cedar tree, embracing the righteous truth that sets the spirit free. Meditating deeply on the mountain elevation, receiving a profound spectacular revelation. Planting the tiny seeds into the fertile home, finally returning to our designated spiritual home.
Floating up toward the magnificent pinnacle, ignoring completely the voices of the cynical, releasing the toxic venom from the infected mind, leaving the sorrow and the bitter weeping behind. Flowing perfectly with the Zion groove, watching the majestic holy mountains move. A sanctuary filled with everlasting pure light, banishing forever the shadows of the night. Zion groove, a utopian, beautiful reality, achieving a state of total, absolute neutrality.
Harvesting the yams and the sweetest sugar cane, washing our faces in the purifying gentle rain. Drinking the pristine water from the natural spring, appreciating the nourishment that the seasons bring. Eradicating greed, abandoning the endless rush, finding total serenity within the jungle brush. The soil is rich, the atmosphere is perfectly clean, the most breathtaking paradise I have ever seen.
Braiding my long hair beside the rushing waterfall, answering the majestic, undeniable high call, humming a melody inherited from the queen, painting a portrait entirely wonderfully serene, tasting the golden honey from the buzzing bees, surrendering completely to the rustling breeze, laying back upon the soft grassy terrain, removing entirely every single lingering pain. Floating up toward the magnificent pinnacle, ignoring completely the voices of the cynical, releasing the toxic venom from the infected mind, leaving the sorrow and the bitter weeping behind. Flowing perfectly with the Zion groove, watching the majestic holy mountains move. A sanctuary filled with everlasting pure light, banishing forever the shadows of the night. Zion groove, a utopian, beautiful reality, achieving a state of total, absolute neutrality.
The promised land is no longer a distant illusion. We have escaped the massive worldly confusion,
Stepping into the kingdom of eternal grace, occupying this exceptionally holy, sacred space. Pure peace, oh, holy waters, breathing Zion away. Flowing perfectly with the Zion groove, watching the majestic holy mountains move. A sanctuary filled with everlasting pure light, banishing forever the shadows of the night. Zion groove, a utopian, beautiful reality, achieving a state of total, absolute neutrality. Resting here, forever calm, jungle paradise, beautiful Zion. metallic machine onto my shoulder, feeling significantly braver and incredibly bolder. The dual cassette deck is an instrument of pure peace, demanding that the neighborhood violence instantly cease. I push the play button, engaging the magnetic head, resurrecting the spirits of this supposedly dead. The woofers are pumping out the visible sonic wave. This portable contraption is precisely what I crave.
Purchasing 8 massive batteries from the corner store to power this magnificent acoustic heavy rod, extending the shiny telescopic antenna to the sky, watching the incredible frequency beautifully fly. We do not need a cathedral with stained glass windows. We find our salvation wherever the street wind blows, carrying the sanctuary directly in my bare hands, broadcasting the message across the barren land. The volume knob is twisted completely to the right, eradicating the darkness of the pessimistic night. A portable revolution running on direct current, becoming an absolute, undeniable, massive deterrent. We carry the temple inside the boombox Zion, roaring loudly like a magnificent
silver lion, transforming the gray sidewalk into a holy place, providing a spectacular mobile spiritual space. Boombox Zion, the heaviest device on the street,
worshiping the power of the analog beat. The handle is heavy, digging deeply into my palm, but the music provides an overwhelmingly sweet calm. Walking past the abandoned, dilapidated buildings, ignoring the fake, superficial corporate gildings. The graphic equalizer bounces up and down in the red, injecting the philosophy directly into your head. This rectangular machine is a technological priest, calming the anger of the metropolitan beast.
Cassette tape spinning slowly inside the plastic shell, rescuing the pedestrians from a psychological hell. The treble is sharp, the mid-range is incredibly clear, eradicating completely the surrounding atmosphere. I am a mobile VJ, a prophet with the silver box, shattering the incredibly heavy invisible locks. People stopping out their heads to the massive sound, the most beautiful congregation to ever be found. The volume knob is twisted completely to the right, eradicating the darkness of the pessimistic night. A portable revolution running on direct current, becoming an absolute, undeniable, massive deterrent. We carry the temple inside the boombox Zion,
Roaring loudly like a magnificent
silver lion, transforming the gray sidewalk into a holy place, providing a spectacular mobile spiritual space. Boombox Zion, the heaviest device on the street,
worshiping the power of the analog beat.
speakers are vibrating the entire neighborhood, doing exactly what the manufacturer understood. When the batteries die, we will simply buy some more, keeping the sanctuary open with an unlocked door.
Rewind, press play,
Turn it up.
maximum volume.
We carry the temple inside the boombox Zion,
Roaring loudly like a magnificent
silver lion, transforming the gray sidewalk into a holy place, providing a spectacular mobile spiritual space. Boombox Zion, the heaviest device on the street,
worshiping the power of the analog beat.
batteries low,
Tape slowing down,
music fading.
DJ
Eject. standing directly in front of the massive wooden box, feeling the vibration rattling my heavy silver locks. The cone pushes the air with a terrifying invisible force, taking my physical body on a completely wild course. It is not just auditory, it is a magnificent tactile thing, feeling every single note that the heavy instruments sing. My ribcage acts as an entirely resonant hollow cave, catching the crest of this magnificent acoustic wave.
I am the dedicated carpenter, shaping the heavy pine, calculating the dimensions with the mathematical design, wiring the heavy magnets in the copper internal coil, rewarding the dedication of my tremendously hard toys.
Sealing the cabinet to prevent the precious air from leaking, listening closely when the giant mechanical beast is speaking, routing the audio signal to the crossover machine, the most powerful amplifier that you have ever seen, dropping the frequency completely below the human range, initiating a cellular microscopic spectacular change, massaging the internal organs with the deepest heavy tone, penetrating directly into the center of the bone, healing the damage with the subwoofer soul, making the fractured broken spirit completely whole. A physical therapy delivered through the amplifier stack, pushing the negativity and the depression forcefully back. Subwoofer soul, a monumental deep oscillation, providing an overwhelming, wonderful physical sensation.
The needle tracks the heavy groove on the vinyl plate, opening up the massive acoustic invisible gate. I turn the low and equalizer dial completely to the right, summoning the earthquake in the middle of the night.
Dust falling from the rafters of the underground club, powered entirely by the relentless driving dub. We are the technicians of the ultimate low frequency, providing an antidote to the modern emergency. The bassline is a blanket wrapping me completely tight, eradicating the terrors of the deeply anxious night. I close my eyes and surrender to the pulling undertow, letting the magnificent low frequency current beautifully flow. My heartbeat synchronizes with the heavy thumping kick, curing me instantly whenever I am feeling sick. A sonic baptism washing over my entirely willing frame, ensuring that I will absolutely never be the same. Dropping the frequency completely below the human range, initiating a cellular microscopic spectacular change, massaging the internal organs with the deepest heavy tone, penetrating directly into the center of the bone, healing the damage with the subwoofer soul, making the fractured broken spirit completely whole. A physical therapy delivered through the amplifier stack, pushing the negativity and the depression forcefully back. Subwoofer soul, a monumental deep oscillation, providing overwhelming, wonderful physical sensation. You cannot simply hear it, you have to physically feel it. If your heart is broken, this heavy resonance will seal it. The woofer diaphragm breathes precisely like a lung, speaking the ancient, beautifully unspoken tongue. Breathe in, feel the shade, deepest bass. Let it move you, healing the damage with a subwoofer soul, making the fractured broken spirit completely whole. Physical therapy delivered through the amplifier stack, pushing the negativity and the depression forcefully back. Subwoofer soul, a monumental deep oscillation, providing an overwhelming, wonderful physical sensation. Vibration stops, ears ringing, body relaxed, pure soul. botanical dome, leaving the cold, unforgiving city to find a new home. Condensation dripping from the gigantic fern leaves, a spectacular environment that my spirit receives. Orchids blooming brilliantly in the artificial moonlight, creating an absolutely stunning, colorful sight. Taking off my sandals to feel the damp, rich soil, escaping entirely from the metropolitan turmoil.
The humidity is rising inside this giant terrarium, a beautifully preserved
Botanical aquarium.
We cultivate the rhythm underneath the glass ceiling, experiencing a completely natural euphoric feeling.
The bass frequency makes the massive palm trees shake, a magnificent vibration that we successfully make. Roots digging deeply into the cultivated dark dirt, healing every single accumulated psychological hurt. The temperature is perfectly regulated in this space, a highly secretive, beautifully overgrown place. Flora and fauna responding to the heavy dub beats, creating an undeniable, exceptionally sticky heat. Dancing wildly upon the tropical floor, opening up a leafy, magnificent green door. Oh, 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 yeah. A jungle oasis hidden completely out of sight, celebrating nature throughout the entire night. Tropical floor, a greenhouse of pure perfection, a spectacular biological deep connection.
Vines wrapping securely around the steel structural beams, fulfilling the most ambitious agricultural dreams. The subwoofer is disguised as a hollowed out log, pumping the music through the thick artificial fog. We are the gardeners of the auditory, every sound planting the musical seeds deeply into the ground. The canopy catches the echoes bouncing from below, watching the bioluminescent mushrooms softly glow.
Petals opening up to receive the acoustic vibration, a beautifully localized environmental salvation. My dress sweeps across the mossy emerald green, the most magnificent garden I have ever seen. Oxygen levels are incredibly, exceptionally high. Looking through the glass at the distant starry sky, we are dancing in a perfectly sealed ecosystem, extracting the beauty from the complex plant stem. The temperature is perfectly regulated in this space, a highly secretive, beautifully overgrown place. Flora and fauna responding to the heavy dub beat, creating an undeniable, exceptionally sticky heat. Dancing wildly upon the tropical floor, opening up a leafy, magnificent green door. Oh, 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 oh. A jungle oasis hidden completely out of sight, celebrating nature throughout the entire night. Tropical floor, a greenhouse of pure perfection, a spectacular biological deep connection.
Let the artificial rain shower upon the crowd,
Play the organic instruments exceptionally
the
loud.
glass walls protect us from the freezing outside.
A magnificent sanctuary where we can safely hide. Humid air,
Breathe deeply,
roots growing,
glass dome.
dancing wildly upon the tropical floor, opening up a leafy, magnificent green door. A jungle oasis hidden completely out of sight, celebrating nature throughout the entire night. Tropical floor, a greenhouse of pure perfection, a spectacular biological deep connection. Watering the plants,
Greenhouse sleeps,
tropical vibes.
so lush.
a slippery cliff above the raging foam, singing an intoxicating melody to guide the sailors home. My voice is a deceptive weapon wrapped in velvet lace, luring the massive galleons into this treacherous place.
Silver scales shimmering underneath the cloudy moonlight,
promising a beautiful, romantic, unforgettable night.
the frequencies are designed
To entirely paralyze, masking the deadly intentions hidden in my eyes.
yeah. Gripping the wooden helm tightly with my calloused hands, navigating blindly toward the undocumented lands. The compass needle spinning widely, completely out of control. The mysterious chanting taking a heavy psychological toll.
A fog descending quickly, blinding the frantic crew. We are helplessly drawn directly, magnetically to you. The radar is malfunctioning, the charts are entirely wrong. Surrendering my vessel to the captivating, mythical song. The ocean tide pulls with an undeniable tragic force,
Deviating completely from the designated
safe course. A terrifying beauty rising from the salty deep,
putting the weary mariners into an eternal sleep.
hypnotized thoroughly by the dangerous siren skank, watching the majestic ship as it inevitably sank. A lethal combination of the melody and the reef, bringing an overwhelming, beautiful, aquatic grief. Siren skank
Echoing across the
stormy, dark bay, stealing the brave navigators permanently away.
warning flare shooting upward into the pitch black, but there is absolutely zero possibility of turning back. The wooden hull splintering against the hidden stone, leaving me entirely desperately freezing and alone.
Water rushing rapidly into the lower flooding deck, standing at the epicenter of a catastrophic wreck. Yet I cannot stop listening to the mesmerizing tune, drowning in the acoustics beneath the pale moon. Collecting the sunken treasure scattered on the floor, adding another ruined captain to my massive score. My underwater kingdom thrives upon the human demise, a predatory predator wearing a spectacular disguise.
Breathing the liquid oxygen,
Swimming effortlessly free, I am the undisputed, gorgeous monarch of the sea.
the dub siren wails again,
Signaling the next attack, waiting patiently for the next armada to unpack. The ocean tide pulls with an undeniable tragic force,
deviating completely from the designated
safe course. A terrifying beauty rising from the salty deep,
putting the weary mariners into an eternal sleep.
hypnotized thoroughly by the dangerous siren skank, watching the majestic ship as it inevitably sank. A lethal combination of the melody and the reef, bringing an overwhelming, beautiful, aquatic grief. Siren skank echoing across the stormy, dark bay, stealing the brave navigators permanently away.
No lifeboat can rescue you from this auditory spell,
Descending rapidly into the watery, beautiful hell.
the melody is a beautiful, invisible tide noose.
There is entirely no possibility of calling a truce. Going under, hold your breath. The siren calls, deep abyss. from the tweeter, shattering the glass of the musical thermometer, sunbathing luxuriously inside the audio waves. This is the thermal energy that my body craves.
Sweating profusely inside the sonic, humid sauna,
Absorbing the frequencies like the tropical flora. My skin is radiating a dangerous spicy energy, igniting a magnificent acoustic emergency.
Geothermal eruptions happening under the floor, volcanic magma flowing directly through the door, tectonic friction generating a massive warmth, creating a terrifyingly hot storm. Celsius is rising rapidly, Fahrenheit is peaking. The amplifier coils are literally loudly freaking. Coals burning brightly inside the speaker cabinet, the hottest climate on the entire audio planet.
Boiling the liquid instantly with a single note, melting the ice completely, watching the glaciers float. Thermodynamics taking over the entire room, incinerating the freezing winter, erasing the gloom. Experiencing the extreme scorching bass heat, burning the pavement underneath our dancing feet. A tropical temperature causing a massive sweat, the most explosive audio climate you ever met. Bass heat, radiating a dangerous infrared glow, melting the frost and evaporating the snow.
Fanning the heavy invisible musical flame,
Destroying the competitors in this silly game,
roasting the rhythm to absolute pure perfection, a blazing undeniable
fiery sound selection.
stepping carefully on the scorching red coals, injecting the fire directly into our deep souls. The radiator is broken, the thermostat is cracked,
The winter atmosphere has been completely hacked. Sunburn developing from the glowing synthesizer. The DJ acts as the ultimate thermal advisor, baking entirely underneath the heavy drum beat, unable to escape the incredibly intense heat. Lava dripping slowly from the heavy microphone, entering a totally blistering dangerous zone. My silhouette is shimmering in the heat mirage, surviving this magnificent scorching barrage. Boiling the liquid instantly with a single note, melting the ice completely, watching the glaciers float. Thermodynamics taking over the entire room, incinerating the freezing winter, erasing the gloom. Experiencing the extreme scorching bass heat, burning the pavement underneath our dancing feet. A tropical temperature causing a massive sweat, the most explosive audio climate you ever met. Bass heat, radiating a dangerous infrared glow, melting the frost and evaporating the snow.
evaporate the negativity, burn away the stress.
In this auditory oven we find our
The
success.
subwoofers act like a gigantic
Solar flare,
singing all the oxygen directly out of the air.
too hot, melting down.
Feel the burn.
Fahrenheit peaking. Experiencing the extreme scorching bass heat, burning the pavement underneath our dancing feet. A tropical temperature causing a massive sweat, the most explosive audio climate you ever met. Bass heat, radiating a dangerous infrared glow, melting the frost and evaporating the snow. Cooling down,
Ice melting,
thermal overload,
fire out.
fire out. Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm. out the luxury vehicle in an emerald silk gown, ready to completely shut this underground dance all down. Diamonds dripping heavily from my manicured fingertips. A confident, unapologetic smile resting on my lips. The rude boys part like the Red Sea when I walk through, showing exactly what a determined, powerful queen can do. I grab the golden microphone from the incredibly sturdy stand, taking absolute control of this entire massive land.
The operator pulls up the track to show maximum respect, witnessing a royalty that you simply did not expect. She brings the haute couture directly into the gritty dirt, healing the massive crowd of every single painful hurt.
Her vocal runs are smooth like highly expensive edge rum, commanding the attention of the aggressive heavy drum. I spin the exclusive dub plate entirely in her honor, recognizing the spectacular, undeniable grace upon her. Elegance and the extreme grit colliding on the stage, writing a phenomenally glamorous historical page. Unbothered, unmatched, entirely in a different class, shattering the ceiling made of patriarchal glass. Bow down to the undeniable, fierce diva dub, the undisputed monarch of this underground club, mixing the high fashion with the raw, heavy sound, the most spectacular royalty to ever be found. Diva dub demanding absolute, uncompromised space, ruling the dance hall with the terrifying, beautiful grace.
Rival sound systems try to initiate a massive clash, but she reduces their arguments to absolute burn tash. Just one lingering, spectacular, highly melodic note cuts directly through their defense, straight to the throat.
The speakers are smoking, the amplifiers are entirely blown, because she refuses to abdicate a magnificent throne. A flawless combination of the street and the extreme luxury, defeating her opponents with absolute pure wizardry. My stilettos remain perfectly spotless in the muddy yard, playing my ultimate winning, completely dominant card. The delay effect multiplies the power of my sweet voice, leaving the mesmerized audience absolutely no choice. I dictate the tempo with the flick of my jeweled wrist, adding a sophisticated, unexpected, phenomenal twist. They thought I was too delicate to handle the heavy bass, but I threw their underestimation right back in their face. Elegance and the extreme grit colliding on the stage, writing a phenomenally glamorous historical page. Unbothered, unmatched, entirely in a different class, shattering the ceiling made of patriarchal glass. Bow down to the undeniable, fierce diva dub, the undisputed monarch, this underground club, mixing the high fashion with the raw, heavy sound, the most spectacular royalty to ever be found. Diva dub demanding absolute, uncompromised space, ruling the dance hall with the terrifying, beautiful grace. The crown is incredibly heavy, but she wears it with ease, bringing the biggest, toughest challengers down to their knees. A masterpiece of attitude, a portrait of supreme confidence, shattering the boundaries of the typical, expected existence. Queen arise, make way, flawless victory. Hear me echo, hear me echo. Bow down to the undeniable, fierce diva dub, the undisputed monarch of this underground club, mixing the high fashion with the raw, heavy sound, the most spectacular royalty to ever be found. Diva dub demanding absolute, uncompromised space, ruling the dance hall with the terrifying, beautiful grace. The queen departs, spotlight off, legendary nights, long live the diva. Bustling market vendors yelling out the daily price, selling yellow plantains in a heavy bag of rice. Taxis honking loudly in the congested traffic jam, buying a delicious patty filled with spicy lamb. Vibrant dresses spinning in the afternoon heat, navigating carefully the chaotic busy street. Haggling for a bargain on the corner sidewalk, listening to the locals enthusiastically talk.
Slamming the domino piece up on the wooden table, shouting at my brother because I am completely able. Drinking white rum from a tiny plastic cup, watching the neighborhood rude boys sizing me up. Stray dogs barking wildly at the passing cars, hiding my heavy cash inside the glass jars. Corrugated zinc fences painted in green and gold, a magnificent story that is waiting to be told. The pulse of the capital beating relentlessly, surviving the struggle entirely beautifully. A rough exterior hiding a magnificent heart, tearing the oppressive corrupt system apart. Standing firmly upon the Kingston block, surviving the daily unpredictable hard shock. The undisputed epicenter of the reggae sound, where the greatest musicians are easily found. Kingston block, rough around the sharp edges, fulfilling the local community pledges. Police cruisers flashing their bright blue lights, patrolling the avenues during the humid nights. But the sound system operator drops the heavy needle, exposing the corrupt politicians acting incredibly feeble. A massive clash between the rival audio crews, broadcasting the authentic underground news. Bass speakers vibrating the peeling window frame, playing the dangerous,
highly competitive game. Smoke rising thickly from the jerk chicken grill, serving up the plates with an exceptional skill. Barefoot children running through the narrow alleyway, making up fantastic games that they love to play. The aroma of spices saturating the thick air, a beautiful resilience that is incredibly rare. Mothers sitting on the porch braiding their daughters' hair, handling the extreme pressure with a fabulous flair. The pulse of the capital beating relentlessly, surviving the struggle entirely beautifully. A rough exterior hiding a magnificent heart, tearing the oppressive corrupt system apart. Standing firmly upon the Kingston block, surviving the daily unpredictable hard shock. The undisputed epicenter of the reggae sound, where the greatest musicians are easily found. Kingston block, rough around the sharp edges, fulfilling the local community pledges.
downtown grit mixes with the uptown flair, creating an atmosphere completely beyond compare. From Trench Town to Papini, energy is immense, jumping wildly over the high concrete fence. Pull up, pull up.
Streets are hot, real life, watch your step, standing firmly upon the Kingston block, surviving the daily unpredictable hard shock. The undisputed epicenter of the reggae sound, where the greatest musicians are easily found. Kingston block, rough around the sharp edges, thick green canopy, surviving within the spectacular untamed tapestry. Trading exotic papayas for a woven sturdy basket. If you need survival advice, you better simply ask it. Leopards prowling quietly beneath the fern leaves, spotting the dangerous predators right before they seize. My skin is painted with the mud from the riverbank, dancing naturally to the organic botanical skank.
Swinging the machete, carving a completely new trail, where the weak and the cowardly will constantly fail. Building a shelter out of the strong bamboo stalks, listening closely when the ancient wilderness stops. Tracking the footprints of the massive wild boar, understanding exactly what the Mother Earth has in store. Drinking the fresh rainwater trapped inside the leaf, finding a profound fundamental spiritual relief. The law of the wilderness is brutal and extremely raw, respecting the power of the heavy razor sharp claw, adapting entirely to the biological wild zone, living independently, completely on our own. Mastering the aggressive, dangerous jungle hustle, relying entirely upon our instinct and our muscle, driving beautifully inside the dense tropical brush, ignoring entirely the modern metropolitan rush. Jungle hustle where the fittest will always survive, keeping the ancient ancestral traditions alive. Woo! Avoiding the quicksand, hidden perfectly in the mud, recognizing the venomous spiders by the shiny blood. We forage for the edible roots and the sweetest berries, riding across the rapids without beneath for berries. The anaconda slither silently past the wooden camp, lighting a fire without a modern electrical lamp. We are part of the ecosystem, an essential vital gear, eradicating completely any trace of human fear.
Gathering the medicinal herbs to cure the sudden fever, working diligently like a busy, dedicated beaver. Monsoon rains arrive, washing the entire forest clean. The most spectacularly vivid shades of emerald green. I weave a hammock from the strong, flexible vines, reading the natural meteorological incoming signs. We barter and trade in the clearing by the waterfall, answering the deepest, most primal biological call. The law of the wilderness is brutal and extremely raw, respecting the power of the heavy razor sharp claw, adapting entirely to the biological wild zone, living independently, completely on our own. Mastering the aggressive, dangerous jungle hustle, relying entirely upon our instinct and our muscle, thriving beautifully inside the dense tropical brush, ignoring entirely the modern metropolitan rush. Jungle hustle where the fittest will always survive, keeping the ancient ancestral traditions alive. The canopy completely blocks out the aggressive sun, but our daily arduous labor is never actually done. We are the kings and queens of the uncharted green, the fiercest, wildest survivors they have ever seen.
Chop the wood, hunt the prey,
Stay alive,
stay alert.
wild and free. Mastering the aggressive, dangerous jungle hustle, relying entirely upon our instinct and our muscle, thriving beautifully inside the dense tropical brush, ignoring entirely the modern metropolitan rush. Jungle hustle where the fittest will always survive, keeping the ancient ancestral traditions alive. The storm arrives, take shelter. Jungle life, nature provides.
Oh,
Stepping out the limousine, wrapped in pure couture, flashing lights blinding me, of that I am quite sure. Diamonds resting heavy on my collarbone tonight. Silken dresses flowing, catching every single light. Posing for the magazine, smiling for the press. Living in a fantasy, a beautiful, chaotic mess.
Sitting by the riverbank, touching fertile soil, appreciating simple things far from the turmoil. Mango trees are blossoming, catching morning dew. Nature paints a masterpiece in shades of vibrant blue. Wearing cotton garments woven by my mother's hand, feeling deeply connected to this ancient holy land. Fame and fortune glittering, earth and water deep. Promises we calculate, secrets that we keep. Opposites attracting in a fascinating way. Nighttime glitz surrenders to the brightness of the day. Showcasing the glamour roots, a complicated style, blending high society with the incredibly wild. Red carpet stretching out across the forest floor, asking Mother Nature what she truly has in store. Glamour roots, where the runway meets the dirt. Healing up the vanity, bending every hurt. Waterfalls cascading down the limestone mountain peaks, washing off the makeup from your highly painted cheeks. Drinking coconut water straight from the heavy shell, breaking free completely from the artificial spell. Walking barefoot proudly upon the grassy ground,
Listening intently to the planetary sound. Trading my stilettos for a comfortable retreat, leaving the metropolis, escaping summer heat. Paparazzi vanishing, leaving us entirely alone. Sitting on a wooden log, pretending it's a throne. Finding pure luxury in the whispering of leaves, discovering the magic that my quiet heart receives. Fame and fortune glittering, earth and water deep. Promises we calculate, secrets that we keep. Opposites attracting in a fascinating way. Nighttime glitz surrenders to the brightness of the day. Showcasing the glamour roots, a complicated style, blending high society with the incredibly wild. Red carpet stretching out across the forest floor, asking Mother Nature what she truly has in store. Glamour roots, where the runway meets the dirt. Healing up the vanity, mending every hurt. Take the golden necklaces, throw them in the stream. Wake up from the superficial materialistic dream. Beauty isn't purchased at a fancy high-end store. It lives inside the spirit, right down in the core. Natural elegance, stripped down, raw and beautiful. Breathe in the air. Showcasing the glamour roots, a complicated style, blending high society with the incredibly wild. Red carpet stretching out across the forest floor, asking Mother Nature what she truly has in store. Glamour roots, where the runway meets the dirt. Healing up the vanity, mending every hurt. True beauty, grounded deep, leaves falling, resting peacefully. Standing in the vocal booth, adjusting my headphones, singing into the condenser, finding the perfect tones. The engineer is separated by a pane of thick glass, waiting for the initial recording sequence to pass. I deliver the lyrics with the precise, sharp attack, and listen to my own voice beautifully bouncing back, multiplying syllables until they fill the room. a flower of audio that is beginning to bloom.
Sitting at the soundboard, twisting the plastic knobs, performing the most crucial of all the studio jobs.
Routing the cables through the complicated patch bay, manipulating time to create the perfect delay. The reel-to-reel is spinning, capturing the magic tape, giving the invisible audio a physical shape. Pushing the faders upward, increasing the feedback loop, cooking up a magnificent sonic alphabet soup. Analog equipment glowing with the vintage warmth, creating a terrifying, beautiful acoustic storm. Milliseconds stretch out into an eternity, unlocking the secrets of audio geometry. We are mixing the delay, jam bending the clock, a synchronized, rhythmic, oscillating shock echoes colliding against the padded studio wall. Mesmerizing, repetitive, hypnotic core delay jam, filtering the high and low EQ, a technological masterpiece created just for you.
Splicing the magnetic ribbon with the razor blade, preserving the glorious masterpiece that we have made. Adding a phaser effect to the rhythm guitar, making it sound like it originated from a star. The compressor squashes down the heavy kick drum, while the parametric equalizer creates a gentle hum. A scientist of sound experimenting with the gear, crafting the frequency perfectly for the human ear.
My chorus overlaps itself in a cascading wave, a musical phenomenon that I completely crave. Breathing into the microphone, creating a stormy gust, shaking off the decades of accumulated dust. Panning sweeps my vocals from the left to the right, a dizzying stereo, spectacular acoustic flight. I am an instrument played by the master technician, completing the ultimate auditory expedition. Analog equipment glowing with the vintage warmth, creating a terrifying, beautiful acoustic storm. Milliseconds stretch out into an eternity, unlocking the secrets of audio geometry. We are mixing the delay, jam bending the clock, a synchronized, rhythmic, oscillating shock echoes colliding against the padded studio wall. Mesmerizing, repetitive, hypnotic core delay jam, filtering the high and low EQ, a technological masterpiece created just for you.
Turn up the reverb, make it sound like a cave, riding the crest of a magnificent sound wave.
The master channel peeks into the dangerous red, but the rhythm is permanently stuck inside my head. The time is stopping. We are mixing the delay, jam bending the clock, a synchronized, rhythmic, oscillating shock echoes colliding against the padded studio wall. The mesmerizing, repetitive, hypnotic core delay jam, filtering the high and low EQ, a technological masterpiece created just for you. Faders down, session over, save the tape, powering off. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dodging the laser grids inside the metallic corridor, fighting a highly advanced technological brutal war. My cybernetic implants glowing a dangerous bright red, uploading the combat sequence directly into my head. Hacking the mainframe to disable the security drone, operating independently in this hostile hostile combat zone. Sparks raining down from the shattered ceiling light, navigating the battlefield with artificial sight.
Commander of the resistance, holding the front line, defending the territory by an intricate design, charging the plasma batteries to maximum capacity, fighting the artificial intelligence with ferocity. Subwoofers weaponized to emit to localize shock, shattering the heavily reinforced titanium lock. We are the glitch inside their perfect logical code, walking down this highly explosive, dangerous road. Voltage increasing, the meters are reading extreme, waking up violently from the simulated dream, overloading the circuitry, watching the system fry, refusing to surrender, refusing to ever comply, battling fiercely inside the electric trench, ignoring the burning, terrible chemical stench. A high-frequency warfare, testing our ultimate might, illuminating the darkness with a terrifying light. Electric trench, where the gigabytes violently clash, turning the robotic empire into absolute trash. Deploying the electromagnetic devastating pulse, sensing the enemy, calculating our sudden results. The base frequency acts as a heavily armored tank, crushing the enemy soldiers in their metallic crank. Wire cutters snapping the optical fiber cables, turning the entirely rigged disadvantageous tables. Megahertz screaming loudly through the atmosphere, eradicating any lingering biological fear. Rerouting the power grid to overload the core, demanding absolutely unconditionally so much more. My keyboard is a weapon, my fingers are the ammunition, fulfilling the terrifying revolutionary mission. Static electricity making my hair stand up straight, approaching the terrifying final boss gate, synthesizing a virus to permanently delete their files, leaving them ruined across 1,000 miles. Voltage increasing, the meters are reading extreme, waking up violently from the simulated dream, overloading the circuitry, watching the system fry, refusing to surrender, refusing to ever comply, battling fiercely inside the electric trench, ignoring the burning, terrible chemical stench. A high-frequency warfare, testing our ultimate might, illuminating the darkness with a terrifying light. Electric trench, where the gigabytes violently clash, turning the robotic empire into absolute trash. Warning alarms blaring, the countdown has begun. We will not stop fighting until the war is won. Yeah. Short circuit the oppressors, sever the main feed. This digital rebellion is exactly what we need. System critical. Overload. Shock the system. Power surge. Battling fiercely inside the electric trench, ignoring the burning, terrible chemical stench. A high-frequency warfare, testing our ultimate might, illuminating the darkness with a terrifying light. Electric trench, where the gigabytes violently clash, turning the robotic empire into absolute trash. Power down, target destroyed, trench is clear, silence.
into the velvet darkness, leave your doubts behind. This is a sanctuary for the twisted, busy mind. Neon purple lasers cutting through the thick smoke. Every single movement is a spell we invoke. I spin around my dress, sketching the shimmering gleam. We are diving deep into a lucid, waking dream.
Spiritual frequencies arising from the wooden planks, giving praises, offering our silent, humble thanks. The DJ acts as a shaman, spinning vinyl gold, revealing ancient secrets that have never been told.
Close your eyelids, let the vibration take control. This is a cleansing ritual for your heavy soul. Levitate, elevate, transcend the gravity. We are swimming freely in the cosmic endless sea. Lose your inhibitions, let the spirit take the lead. This rhythmic therapy is exactly what we need. We are dancing on the mystic floor, opening up a secret supernatural door, where the bodies sway like trees in the hurricane, washing away the sorrow, erasing all the pain. Mystic floor, beneath the glowing chandelier. Your magic happens when we congregate right here.
Ancestors smiling down upon this crowded room, banishing the shadows, sweeping out the gloom. Synthesizers weaving the tapestry of light, turning a regular evening into a sacred night. Every drop of sweat is a prayer to the highest king. Hear the universal melody that we all sing.
High heels discarded, I am stepping entirely bare, feeling the electric current coursing through the air. Glamour meets the roots, a beautiful rare blend. This nocturnal journey feels like it will never end. Hips swaying slowly to the tempo of the bass, finding total freedom in this isolated space. Levitate, elevate, transcend the gravity. We are swimming freely in a cosmic endless sea. Lose your inhibitions, let the spirit take the lead. This rhythmic therapy is exactly what we need. We are dancing on the mystic floor, opening up a secret supernatural door, where the bodies sway like trees in the hurricane, washing away the sorrow, erasing all the pain. Mystic floor, beneath the glowing chandelier. Your magic happens when we congregate right here. Round and round we go, completely hypnotized, seeing absolute truth through our closed eyes. The tempo drops down, the atmosphere gets thick. This musical medicine is working very quick. Let it wash over you. Surrender to the sound. Feel the magic. We are dancing on the mystic floor, opening up a secret supernatural door, where the bodies sway like trees in the hurricane, washing away the sorrow, erasing all the pain. Mystic floor, beneath the glowing chandelier. Pure magic happens when we congregate right here. Keep dancing, never stop. Mystic vibes, forever floating. crushed velvet couch, watching the sophisticated patrons quietly slouch, sipping an expensive cocktail garnished with lime, existing in a pocket of suspended glamorous time.
Dim chandeliers cast a ruby romantic shade, listening to the serenade the saxophonist played. Eye contact established across the crowded room, igniting a sudden intense magnificent bloom. Buttoning my tailor jacket, walking your way, knowing exactly the charismatic words I will say. Your silhouette is striking against the velvet drape, offering a beautiful, necessary, smooth escape. The bass is heavily massaging the expensive floor, leaving the chaotic outside world behind the door. I offer my hand with a gentlemanly, polite bow, capturing the essence of the magnificent now.
Unspoken chemistry communicating through the gaze, navigating beautifully through this romantic haze, synchronizing our breathing to the sensual beat, turning up the dial on the interpersonal heat. We are capturing the ultimate vibe tonight. Everything surrounding us feels absolutely right. A luxurious encounter in the heart of the club, driven by the slow hypnotic tempo of the dub vibe tonight. A magnetic and undeniable pull, making the empty glass overflow completely full.
Guiding you gently onto the polished dance floor, discovering exactly what this evening has in store. Our hips are swaying to the sophisticated groove, executing perfectly every single calculated move. The aroma of your expensive exotic perfume, intoxicating my senses inside this private room, whispering gentle compliments directly in your ear, confirming that our intentions are completely clear.
Resting my chin softly against your tailored suit, enjoying the harvest of this forbidden sweet fruit. The rhythm dictates the elegant pace that we set, creating a gorgeous memory I will never forget. Fingers intertwined perfectly, palm against palm, riding the frequency of this spectacular calm. We are the undisputed royalty of this lounge, with nothing to borrow and absolutely nothing to scrounge. Unspoken chemistry communicating through the gaze, navigating beautifully through this romantic haze, synchronizing our breathing to the sensual beat, turning up the dial on the interpersonal heat. We are capturing the ultimate vibe tonight. Everything surrounding us feels absolutely right. A luxurious encounter in the heart of the club, driven by the slow hypnotic tempo of the dub vibe tonight. A magnetic and undeniable pull, making the empty glass overflow completely full.
The bartender wiping down the mahogany wood, everything is aligning exactly as it should. Let the midnight hours stretch into the late dawn, keeping the spectacular smooth energy turned on.
So smooth, hold me closer, don't rush, feel the energy. We are capturing the ultimate vibe tonight. Everything surrounding us feels absolutely right. A luxurious encounter in the heart of the club, driven by the slow hypnotic tempo of the dub vibe tonight. A magnetic and undeniable pull, making the empty glass overflow completely full. Beautiful evening, perfect company. The lounge is closing, we take the vibe with us. they die. Sitting peacefully upon the weathered wooden stoop, eating a warm bowl of my grandmother's hearty soup. The oppressive ultraviolet rays finally begin to fade, offering the neighborhood a much-needed cooling shade. Silhouettes elongating across the cracked pavement, enjoying this beautiful, tranquil urban arrangement.
Packing up the folding chairs from the front lawn, waiting for the spectacular twilight to be drawn. The work boots are removed, resting by the door. Nobody is demanding anything incredibly stressful anymore.
The breeze carries the scent of the blooming jasmine, washing away the exhaustion of where we have been. Neighbors waving politely from their open window frames, forgetting the competitive, exhausting daily games. Daytime surrenders beautifully to the incoming dusk, leaving behind the complicated, heavy daytime husk. The horizon swallows the massive glowing orange sphere, replacing the anxiety with a comfortable atmosphere. Relaxing quietly upon the peaceful sunset block, ignoring the aggressive ticking of the stressful clock. A magnificent transition from the light into the dark, finding a sanctuary right outside the local park. Sunset block, where the weary souls finally rest, feeling overwhelmingly, profoundly, safely blessed.
Fireflies beginning to blink in the overgrown grass, watching the occasional slow-moving vehicle pass. The tempo of the street drops to a comfortable crawl, answering the gentle nocturnal melodic call. I strum the acoustic strings with a delicate touch, because right now we do not really need very much. The temperature drops, bringing a magnificent chill. Everything around me is exceptionally beautifully still.
Street lights bathing the avenue in an amber hue, a magical moment shared exclusively between us two. The stray cats curling up beside the grocery store. The chaotic city traffic is a distant muted roar. I rest my tired head against your comfortable shoulder, feeling completely secure as the evening gets colder. This specific hour is a magnificent visual poetry, a spectacular display of neighborhood symmetry. Daytime surrenders beautifully to the incoming dusk, leaving behind the complicated, heavy daytime husk. The horizon swallows the massive glowing orange sphere, replacing the anxiety with a comfortable atmosphere. Relaxing quietly upon the peaceful sunset block, ignoring the aggressive ticking of the stressful clock. A magnificent transition from the light into the dark, finding a sanctuary right outside the local park. Sunset block, where the weary souls finally rest, feeling overwhelmingly, profoundly, safely blessed.
Let the twilight wrap us in a comforting soft blanket. We are incredibly grateful,
and we sincerely thank it.
the stars begin to poke through the indigo ceiling,
Amplifying this wonderful, affectionate feeling. Sun goes down, shadows stretch, quiet evening. Rest your eyes, relaxing quietly upon the peaceful sunset block, ignoring the aggressive ticking of the stressful clock. A magnificent transition from the light into the dark, finding a sanctuary right outside the local park. Sunset block, where the weary souls finally rest, feeling overwhelmingly, profoundly, safely blessed.